Hi, guys. Happy Friday. Before we begin, I just want to take a moment to say thank you for all of your hard work this week. You've completed another long week of online learning. You should all be super proud of yourselves. And I know that we're all learning something new every day, but just know all of your teachers are appreciating all of your hard work. Today for social studies, you are going to be completing another interactive slideshow about the three branches of government. Interactive again, meaning that you will read some information and have a question to answer on each slide. Please make sure that when you answer the questions that they are in complete sentences. You can use words right from the question to help you go ahead and start your sentences so that you know they are complete. So on Tuesday, we learned that the government is split into three branches. We have the judicial, the executive, and the legislative. In today's slideshow, we are going to focus on the executive branch and see what that is split into. So here we go. The executive branch. The executive part of our government is made up of the president, the vice president, the cabinet, and the White House staff. The President of the United States is the head of the executive branch and lives in the White House in Washington, D.C. The executive branch enforces or carries out the laws of the United States. Your question is, what is the main job of the executive branch? Remember, answer this in a complete sentence. You can use words directly from the question. So, for example, this should start off with, the main job of the executive branch is, and then answer the question. The next slide, the cabinet. There are many different departments in the government to help the president with this important job. The leaders of these departments make up the president's cabinet. The president chooses his cabinet, and the Senate has to approve his choices. The cabinet members advise the president about policies or issues related to foreign countries, education, defense, agriculture, and many more. Your question for this slide, how do the cabinet members help the president? Go ahead and type your answer right in the box and make sure it is in a complete sentence. A new bill. When a bill comes to the president, he or she can approve it or veto it. Veto it means they can deny it. If the president approves it, the bill becomes a law. If the president vetoes or rejects a bill, it goes back to Congress to be worked on again. The president is also the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, or the military. He or she meets with leaders from countries around the world to discuss problems and find solutions to world issues. Your question, what does the word veto mean? Go ahead and type your answer in the box. The vice president. The vice president's main job is to take over if something were to happen to the president. He or she also gives advice to the president and breaks any tie votes in the Senate. The president also has a staff that helps out in the White House. These helpers are part of the executive office of the president. The Senate approves the president's choices for some of these jobs, but others can be hired by the president directly. What is the vice president's main responsibility? Make sure your answer is in a complete sentence. Working as a team. The president and vice president are elected or chosen by the people of the United States every 4 years. The president can only serve 2 terms or 8 years in total. This way, one president cannot become too powerful or rule indefinitely. Why can a president only serve 2 terms or 8 years? The executive branch. The executive branch enforces or carries out the laws of the United States. In the box, describe 3 important jobs of the executive branch. Again, make sure your answers are in complete sentences. On this last slide, you are going to fill in the blank with information about the executive branch. So what you're going to do is read each sentence, and you're going to come down here and click on the word that best fits in the sentence and drag it up to where it would go. So number 1, the executive branch is made up of the blank, vice president, and cabinet. So you would look down here, find the word that fits, go ahead and click it, and you can drag the red box right up to this box here. Number 2, the executive branch blank the laws of the United States. Number 3, the blank members advise the president about all kinds of different policies. Number 4, the president is also commander in chief of the blank. And number 5, the president can serve for 2 terms or blank years in total. Again, if you forgot some of this information, you can go ahead and go back into the slides and reread the information, or you can replay this video to hear the information read to you again. I hope you all have a great weekend and that you get to do something fun. And hopefully the weather's a little bit warmer than it has been lately, because waking up to snow or walking outside and seeing snow in the middle of April is not so fun. Have a good weekend, guys.